Testing. 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 Oh, that's right, the volume. Okay. Testing. 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 Testing sound. Okay, we're live for the open. Don't expect many folks, if any at all, but recording just for posterity. Uh, never watch the channel. You watch this on replay. I am the the stubborn gorilla trader, and I've been trading for a couple of years on a 2K account, trying to make it, work. Like all of us, now I'm on a 2K margin trading account. But this morning in pre-market, well, I did an upload for the weekend of my week's progress, but this morning I got caught on a BCTX, biotherapeutic news, and they crashed me down 336 bucks. So I've been trying to work my way back here, mostly on Lucy. It keeps looking like it wants to move up, but it's very crowded. The daily's very crowded up at the top. All right, there's my purple line right here at 103. And that's where I see the daily at its thickest. If it doesn't go any higher than that. And then over here on the right hand, you can see the asks and the bids. So I think Lucy may be done until 7 o'clock. Usually around 7, 8 o'clock is when you have, I think, West Coast people wake up and get in and they see a cheap stock and they want to go in. Let's see what else. LGAGL is a stock from Singapore. It's already gone up, but this doesn't look like it's going to work. By the way, the stream is delayed, and at least I play it back for myself, and it's at least 15 seconds delayed. So don't take anything that I do. Do not copy. This is for entertainment, just to show you my journey. And bottom left-hand corner on the left-hand side there, you'll see my watch list. I've got a market, the P&L, the trades I've taken, and then I've got two stacked, which are show the exact same watch list, just so that I can see more information. Up at the top, I've got a couple of relative volumes, asks, bids. Okay, we got this one. US account. Let's see here. $180 maybe. Looks like it stopped. Yeah. Okay, I couldn't get in. Ooh, that's why. Trying to get in with 2,000 shares, I only had a. So we missed that one. This one has room to 169, is what I'm thinking, before it starts working down. I'm going to say that it gets to right about here, but we might see that happen. Market is dropping. NQES and the SPY and the Dow. So we might momentarily just see a drop in the morning. Look at that ugly. Okay, Lucy's done. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna be down 2.5 today. I mean, it's okay. That'll put me down like $50 down on the month, but still hurts. What happened to our dike? DAIC? Sorry about that. Don't mean it. It's staying at $1.28, 27, 26. Couple more minutes. Lucy, Lucy's not gonna revive for a while. LGHL, it's in the same boat, almost the exact same look here. XPON, there's a reversal. This would have been the entry. Uh, it's too expensive to get in. Not gonna make a whole much. How many shares can I buy? 200 shares. So unless it's gonna go up a dollar, not gonna make a whole buck, a whole lot of money. And it looks thin. I mean, it's not saying it's not gonna go up, but let's reset our lines here on the daily. Oh yeah, it's got a couple of thick points there. I don't see it moving. This one, look at that, 28, 27, and as you get higher, it'll get up to 32, even though this was showing 60s. Can it get up to 186? Here's the reversal. Yeah, I was just about to gamble. You're down 2.5, then gotta try to gamble, get the money back. Let's look at this buy. Uh, Sometimes I like taking options, and an option play of $2 would be nice, but it doesn't look like it's there. Look at Lucy. Well, let's see what it's doing over here. Lucy's, see if we can get a little bit. Nice. Nice. Hit that purple line up there. 104 again. Might want to keep going, but I've cut down my 2.5 down to 160. Yeah, what happened to the DAIC? Now it's down to 940. It's at 145. Can LUCY make it any further? I'm going to clear our drawings. It's awfully thick at 110. Yeah, this right here is a thick, thick, thick line. It goes back all the way to February, to January, actually, January the 3rd. So 115 would be the clear. So if you can get up to past 115, then it might be something. Okay. Back DAYC 38. We're 2 minutes 40:20 is 38:08. Lost pre-market, so I gotta go to my typical. And what I look at is these are all 75 million shares are underneath. So it's supposed to equate to the float, but it doesn't really work that way. Okay, this is at 145 now. I'm gonna remove our markings. 155. Let's put a price line up there. 154. Mark it yellow. See what it does. It's up to 150 now. I missed that one. Just because I was hungry for too much, but let's see what else we got. Okay, Lucy's, that's it. LGHL looks like it gained about 10 cents. Way too busy for me. The ask size is just way too thickly traded there. Here's the daily. A little bit thick, but not too much. All right. So I don't know if you heard that. I've got a little utility running. It's hit a target when this target pattern here, tall green bar, red bar, green, and then candle to make a new high up here. But it's fighting right there at the VWAP, and I don't see. It's got volume. DAIC halted again. So I missed going in. $1.75 is now showing 325 as the resume price. Wow. This one does look like it's got room all the way to 374. And it's at 205 or $2. It'll resume at 45.41. Ooh, look at Lucy. Yeah, it's very thick up here. Trying to draw that with a transparency, but guess I can't do it. So just remove it. Yeah, that lost it. LGHLC, too thick up here. What is the news? DAIC is American. I don't see any news on it. Oh, yeah, it doesn't have any news. Look at that. Lucy refuses to die. Oof. Look at all the buyers stuck up, but underneath $1. Okay, we'll wait on this one. We got about a minute to go. It's already at 2 and it's got room to 282 all the way to 363. See if I can show the daily here. There we go. Got a minute to go on the AIC. A lot of sellers at $1.75. So people are thinking it's going to come down, especially if it has no news. 22, 20 seconds. Six, five, four. There he goes. Now, look at that. $1.75. This was a planned play. People knew it already, huh? And now it goes up again. People bought it in, trying to squeeze those shorts. They couldn't. Now it can move up again. Seems too much like a play. Not getting filled. Got filled. Cool. So hopefully there's a squeeze here. So now what we got to do is, what do we buy at? 205. Come to the drop of, let's say $2. No, 199. See how much I would lose here. 25 bucks. Let's do here. Yeah. 1 cent. Okay. Can't go there. Can I go there? Okay, so I gotta go here. Now that's a danger because if it falls back and then it pulls up, damn. I'm gonna guess that this thing might, oh shoot. When you guess, you lose, right? It's up to 220. Now back to 212. And it'll resume at 51.26. So about 3 minutes left. There were a lot of buyers, so people lining up for $3. So yeah, now it's back to 206. So my feeling is it's gonna crack down. I might have a $50 loss here. Let's add it to our list. Two minutes left to go. Yeah, that biotech news stock this morning caused me to lose money. I usually don't go for the news, especially in the pre-market, but that one looked good. It was moving, so I decided to jump on it. But such is life. And I profess not to jump on the news because they exactly do this. If you can't get out, and I had opportunities to get out, so I have the recording. I might put it up. Got a minute left to go. Lucy's hanging on. LGL Gel's hanging on. But for some reason, okay, we got 50 seconds. It's at 2:05 and it's yellow. So this thing is going to drop. Gonna drop like a bucket. All right. Hands on the wheel, boys and girls. Gonna have to flatten out of here if this thing doesn't rise up. 20 seconds. Still at 2:05. Even though we got buyers at 2:10. It may be because it's a low float. 7, 5. Yep. Took me out. Let's chase it again. Because Lucy's not doing anything. Nothing else. Oh, it looks like it's coming down. All right. So we're at 2:15. So by putting that stop, I lost 25 bucks and it went back up to 2:15. I would have made 10 cents. I'm not going to put I'm not going to put a stop this time. Resume time is 56:49 and it's up to 225. But it is starting to curl. Okay, just got an error. Thinkorswim wants to reboot, but I got 56:49. I got 3.5 minutes. Let me see if it's still working. Okay, still working. Yeah, so we got this whole area over here. So if we can get the squeeze, we might be able to do something here. 238. I'm going to set myself at 235. There. So this time set it for the upside. 40 seconds left. Less than 10 seconds to go. It's down to 220. 54218. There we go. Okay. Looks like it froze again. I'm thinking that this time it's going to come down. I'm not going to jump in. I've worked my way down, back down to 108, which puts me positive over $100 on the month. So if you look down here, this was my bad day, really bad, 336. And thanks to Lucy, DAIC, and BTCT, I've worked my way back. So that's not too bad. I want to take a little break. I'll be back. back. DAIC set to resume at 2:35 in less than 30 seconds. Fifteen seconds. There it goes, which is what I thought it would do. Pop and drop. What made me think that? Right here. You see this? The MACD starting to make a curl, and right here, as soon as this line on the zero lag starts to shut down, well, let's do this. So that we can see this lines here. So this indicator here saying it's going to sell down. So the price is headed downwards. This one looks like it's reached its maximum here. And right here might be at the top and about to go down. Volume is down. Right here, again. Now, it may not be done. It sometimes happens that it just needs more liquidity. And it's just going to come down and then it's going to kick back up again. But it depends. This very little sell volume here. And it's uneven buy and sell. Right here, huge. But it isn't as big as this other bars. And on the 5-minute here, it's just up at the top, and this just may be a little pullback. This is still bullish here, pattern, and the VWAP still moving up, and it just hit that resistance at 171. So the interesting thing is, can it get over that? So let's look at thickness. I don't see a whole lot of thickness. So right about here at 242. And I think folks are just getting out because they know there's no news. And they're just scared. Look at that. What's BTC doing? 78,800. It's nice. Place to buy would have been down here. Looks like it's got a little room, but very little. So that might be a pullback. Might go back up to 2. And right here, again, these are going to start curling down, even though that's high. But there's a little bit of a red here. So that's that pullback. And what are we doing over here? Yeah, huge sellers, huge amount of sellers. So there's 2. Okay, 205. Now it's got room to 237. So that still had room. Oh, 16, 17 cents, and it's being halted. What's the AIC doing? It's $1.88. This is about to take a huge drop in less than a minute. Okay, so I want to see that waterfall. because I did not go in and take it. Oof, the heat's killing me. 30 seconds. The XST. Very light volume. 707. We got about another hour to look for something that'll reduce that 108 down a little bit. Lucy's starting to make a move. Remember I said 7 or 8 o'clock? Okay, that one's going to be a longer halt. Here we go again. Can we get... I can't buy 1,000 shares. Come on, Lucy. Too thick. Too thick. Oh well. Yeah, I wish I could short, but I think it's too risky. Okay, so Lucy's done. Well, it might not be done. There we go. Come on, Lucy. Shit. Oh well. Okay. The market wants me to have a bad day. Yep, market wants me to have a bad day. Might not make the 250 here. Struggling a bit. Yep. Don't have a reversal here yet, flag. Here she is.
No, she's not.
What happened? Any help? It's too hot in here. I guess I should probably think of quitting, huh? And go to sleep. Too scary.
You're never scared of anything.
I know.
It's the opposite.
This is hot. This makes me hot. Oops. It's not. Alrighty, folks. Sorry for the interruption. Yeah. Stick up there. There's a whole section on the daily there that section right there is just having a hard time climbing. And it's 7:30. And the SPY, what is the SPY doing? It's just pulled back a little bit, tiny, a couple of bucks. The VIX is still at 15, under 16. So they're just folks playing it, taking our money. So it's not too bad. 212. So I'm down $10 on the month. One of the things I was struggling with is that maybe I don't care enough about money because you don't care that that went down. Maybe there's hope with Lucy. Let's see. 10, 14, 9, 19. Missed it. It's not giving up. It looks like a cup and handle building there. This is going to be one of those cases. Let's see who gives up first. Bulls or the Bears. Now we got a bearish. So the cup and handle's gone. It's got to cook a little more. Yeah, this one has a tough road up there. Pelag. It's on its way down. Something new, FWDI with news. Now I'm afraid it's either BTCT or Lucy. Those are the two. And Lucy's nowhere near being ready. So these stocks, they put out news and then they begin to sell stock, and that's what they're doing. They're selling whatever they can. They don't let it go up. One would think that you would, if you're selling your stock, that you would want it to go up and then sell at the top. But maybe not. Let's cycle my watch list here. 10 million floats, 20 million floats. That's Lucy and BTCT at the top. That's looking like a bull, bull. Missed it. Go. Come on. I, did, I didn't hear the ding. Now I can feel the ding. Oh, push yourself up there. Everybody, buy BTCT. Of course. Come on, BTCT. It's Monday. I guess it wants to grind, huh? DAIC, hold it to the upside. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, folks, turned out to be worse. What is it about DAIC? $692 float K. 692K float. No news. So location technology, RFID. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. Damn. KDAIC looks like it's stopped, halted. 182. Resume 184 and it's at 182. I don't have confidence here that it'll pick up. But you know what? There's a gap right here between 188 and 222. I wonder if it's going to go back and fill that gap. Let's put a price line right there. Let's mark it red. All right, so if it's going to fill that gap up to that target, maybe we have an opportunity to make some bucks here. Resume, it's at 48.22, so about 4 minutes to go. Take a trip down the hall. I'll be right back. Okay, DAIC staying at 183. Couple of minutes left to go. The market is doing, looks like it pulled back slightly. So did BTC, or it moved up actually at 79. Thought it was at 80. 80. All right, this one's dangerous. There's a lot of sells here, but it's gotten lower. This one does have clear room though, and it's a very small float. 43 seconds. So let's see. Let's see if we jump in. Have to wait and see what it does. Nothing else is moving. We're coming up on the 8 o'clock hour. Like I said, Pacific Coast. People wake up, 17 seconds left. If it wants to fill that gap there, I guess it didn't. Halted down. Okay, we're not gonna make our money back that way. All right, Lucy looks like it's starting to want to come back to life. Ooh, that's 68, 70,000 sellers, 51,000. I should learn my lesson, right? Down to $8, which was 130, is now $8. It's up, bearish. Here's a little tease. There's no reversal. Yeah. Might have to call it a day. Well, we're 10 minutes out from 8, so let's see what happens. I managed to work my way back down to 108 loss, and now back to 300. So on the day, that would be 294. I was at 201, I think. So it's a $90 monthly hit, which isn't too bad. I mean, if I lose $90 on a month and we still got a few days to trade, it should be okay. All right, this is curling, so curling down. There we go. There's a huge fight. Missed it. Man, that would have been a nice gain. Missed it. Got to get up past 510, 110. There we go. 110 printing. We're looking for 116. Okay. I gotta chance it. I got my signal, my target signal. That, and usually that means that it's gonna fold exactly like that. What the hell is DIC doing? It's halted 58.37 resumption, so halted again at 140. Okay. Well, we got a little bit of money back. Ooh, see? Yeah, that. I see nothing else. XPON. Told you guys 8 o'clock would be the time when people rise and start to move in. They did a little bit. NQ, ES are down. XRP is up 3 pennies. The crude is remaining at 84. This pipe was up $1 and now it's back down. I'm a little bit dyslexic. I see 1010 up on the watch list and I think, oh, Lucy's back to 110, but it's not. It's at $1 and penny. Yeah, pullback's good. I mean, if you're going to hang around the whole day, then yeah, a good opportunity that things may pick up in a couple of hours and it'll blow us away at the end of the day. We'll take a look and we'll go, geez. I'm the one that goofed myself up. If it wasn't for that 1,336, so I say 165 minus 132 plus 44. Yeah, I'd be up $77 if I hadn't taken that BCTX trade, which would have been a nice continuation from last week. So now I got to average what, $70 over the next 4 days, over the next 5 trading days, 50 to make that money back. Doesn't matter how much rehab you do, doesn't matter how well you trade. It's just the market's gonna get you. So you have to accept it, you have to come back and try it again. Well, Reversal down on DAIC at $1.40. So, all right, it's a minute to 8 o'clock on the West Coast. So I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes. You know what? I like this DIC. Oh, it halted again. I missed it. This thing might make it to $3. It might be worth watching it. Because what's happening is the shorts are, of course, pouring money in, knowing that it's going to come back down, and they're making money, so they want to pour more money in, and then the bulls are following and getting their getting our ass wiped. Though I made money on this one. So what you got to do is, as soon as the bears start buying, you got to buy with them on the way up and sell before they start turning it around. All right, we'll give it a little bit of time here. SDOT. I saw that in the morning. I didn't like it. It's only been up, what, $4 since the morning? Or is it more? Oh, okay. So right about 3 a.m., 1829. So it's up $9. Let's see. It's consolidating through here. Let me look at the daily. I do have a line up there, and you notice that I drew that line way long time ago at $31, and it just hit up there and fell back down. Looked like it was building a cup and handle here, but it failed. Is S dot going to go haywire? I don't have enough information on S dot. Let's go look it up. Let's see what the float is. The float is 1.31 million, so it's very, very nice. The short ratio is very low. Only 67K shares short. And let's take a look at what do they do. Food supply chain, grain in South Africa. There's a shortage of grains in Africa, and that's probably why it was moving up, if that's what it's doing. It says it's also involved in the U.S. and it's a U.S. company headquartered in Fort Worth. It doesn't say here what the percentage of corn and farm, but it says farm operations, soybean, wheat, corn, food and feed products in Southern Africa. I just don't see it being or having a catalyst. What are the news? It's a debt restructuring and AI trading strategy, which is just blah, blah, blah news, I think. They switched debt for equity to improve financial stability and using an integration of TradeOS, commodity trading, and risk management platform. I don't see this. Completed a 1-for-20 reverse stock split in late May. I don't see us that climbing the way other stocks do, my friend. Sorry. No, I don't see it. I don't see us that climbing high as others. Uh, Food, feed products in Africa. All right, here we go. DAIC. I don't see a reversal yet. It's the volume. Have to climb to 188 to start to see if it's going to try to close that gap. How much can I buy? It's frozen again. Oh, fake out. All right, I'll go in. If this thing tries to fill this gap here, up to 220, there might be a chance. Yep, I'm in too. What is minus at $1.83? 1K at 183. Hope you got better. Sorry about the typos. I have a thick, fat fingers, and there aren't keywords large enough to for me to not make typing mistakes. All right, so it's now 8:08, and I think hopefully West Coast buyers are moving in. They're seeing the AIC low float, cheap. It's going to be volatile. Certainly My workspace, where is it? Do, do, do. What I go set up? Share workspace. Yeah. All right. There you go. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, I try to make it concise, but it's never is. Oh, by the way, I have like 20 windows open. So it's not one window, there are multiple windows. So you might get them all. Because the one you see on YouTube is one, two, three, four, five different windows. So two quotes, two watch lists, and the main one. And I have other windows opens. I have a couple of another watch list, message center, account info, the news, and I have another one which is a quarter, a quadrant that's got almost the same thing, except it's just larger than what you see here, so that I can look out my left eye and make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. DAIC, a minute left to go. It's 185 is what Sendu reports. Oh, thank you. I'll remove that. Thank you. 30 seconds left to go on Sendu, so that's less for me. So get ready. Sendu says 20, and with a 5 second on YouTube, so that's 15. So we got about 10 seconds left here. Come on. There we go. There we go. Hope you got some of that. Like I say, it might fill, but I don't know. So yeah, $2. And up here is 224. Might have another, I don't know if it has another 20 cents. Volume is a lot lower, a lot of sellers. Volume's increasing. Nice, 55. Congrats. I'm up 281 on this one. I don't know what I got on that last trade. Where do I go? Order history, trade history. So about 1,000 at $1.83, and I got out 193 and 185. So I got 10 cents. So another $100. There it goes. Mm, yeah, it looks like it wants to close that gap. I'm not gonna trust it at $1.43, at 143. down on the day, I'm certainly happy. It's just my mistake and a good recovery. So let me see I was on 336 plus 132. I was down 468. So yeah, not too sure here. See all this down here? The zero lag MACD is just going too even. Oh, there we go. 208, but now we got a large seller over here. I just saw 17,000 shares up there. I still hit it. Okay, looks like it's going to halt again, but this time the numbers are very low. If that is a halt, it looks like. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to continue to watch it. Because if this thing hits up there, that red line, 225, it's like, wow. Let's look here. See if we can look at it. All right, so let's clear this up. All right, so that's where it stands now, 212. We're thinking, where is it? We'll put a line there. We'll make that red and thick. So that's the red line there if it's going to close that gap. And that's a 223. Woohoo, 198. Damn, very nice. Okay, so there's our red line, 212. And I'm going to go over here to this one. And I'll draw new lines. So that top at 250 is possible. 281 interim, 325. And here's another red line. All right, so let's slide these down. And let's make them. $60, that's 9. What's the red line? That's the gap right here. You see right here when it dropped, it was going up, it was in a halt, fell from the halt. It had a halt here, and then it just simply dropped. So there's no candles here. So it's a gap. Right there. There's a gap right there. So what I said was if it gets up here, 189, it might want to fill that gap. Sometimes Stocks want to do that. They don't want to leave the gaps not filled in. So if it gets up to here, it'll fill that red line. There's also resistance up here because once you drop down, this builds a resistance line. So it has to get up above 224 for it to have an opportunity at everything else. And here's the other one, 375. And between here and here, there is not much resistance. So if the volume continues to go, oops, there you go. There's not much resistance as there is down here. So we'll see right now. I'm not in it. I started to recover and I went back down to 208 and then I didn't recover. So I don't want to take another chance. 30 seconds on Zendu. 28. 25. So you got about 20 seconds left for me. And there's more sellers here. What's the resume? 212. It's the same price. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay. Let's see if it climbs up. There we go. There we go. There's the line. Sell. See, it needed to fill that gap. Thank you. And it's again locked up. Now look at the size, 190, 200,000, climbing in at 227. Nice. So 198 to 227, that's 29 cents on 60 shares or 60,000 shares. Who knows? So you got 55 the first time and now you got another 16 bucks. All right, so now it opens up the possibilities for up here. Oh, okay, just 60. Okay, well, money, and green is green. All right, so that's close. So we're not going to care about that anymore. Let's worry about, oops. We're going to worry about, damn mouse and keyboard. And let's spread it out. All right, so this is good up here. There's no reversal up here. We hit our red line. What does it look like down here? Let's scroll that up. So as we open it up, this is starting, let's go this. See these 1, 2, 3, 4 very light cyan bars, and now we've got a purplish one because of that small drop pullback. Yeah, look at Xbond go. Not gonna trade that one. It's too much. I can't make back $140 on an $8 stock. So you buy 100 shares at 860. It would have to make it $1. There's a nice cup and handle up there. If I didn't have all those lines. Yeah, see? Here's a upside down candle here. I don't like that. Here, this one's divided and to the lower side, even though this one's high. We'd have to wait at 886, and the top of that line is going to be probably 920 if it goes. We got cyan lines here, but this is closing, and this is going down, and this is extending, even though there's a huge buy there. And there's different buyers. There's the type of buyers that buy stock at this price and think that it will go to 20. I don't see this going to 20. It's very heavy right here all the way to 957. Nah, nah, don't see it. Don't see it happening. Look at Lucy. Oh, there's the reversal. This would have been the entry up here. Actually, either of these two candles would have been right off of that 13 EMA, but now it's crawling down and it's still too much. Damn, look at that. I only made 44 bucks. Well, I'm not gonna deal with that. DAIC is at 250 now. Less than a minute. Okay. All right. So according to me, this looks like it might pull back. No, you sold at 227. You sold up here, right at the top. Look at that. 227. You sold at the very top. That was perfect. And what you want to do is you want to protect your capital. You got in, you got your money, you got out, it stopped. Now let's see. Now let's see what it's going to do. See? I told you. If you had been waiting on it, that's what you would have gotten. No. That red line is a lot of resistance, and even if it crosses it, there's no guarantee that it's going to remain up there. Now it's halted down. And remember I said here, the purple, these purple bars here tell me that it's going down. There are no green dots here. These are green dots that is moving up. Though it's not a very large red candle bar there. And the volume looks like it's moving up. But it's moved up quite a bit. When you think about it, here is the reversal at $1.44, and it went up all the way to 227. So no, the best bet is to take shortcuts, right? So let's say you bought here at $1.54 and it got stopped here. You sell out at $1.95. You let it, you watch it and see what happens. Maybe it pulls back, and then maybe you buy it on the pullback if volume looks strong and all your other indicators are showing that it's okay to go ahead and buy. And then you go in. It doesn't matter that you got out at 227. Let's suppose that right now you think that it's going to go back up again. You could buy in at 216 instead of 227, and you can make more money to the upside. So we have to wait and see what's going to happen and see what people want to do with it. I'm not saying it's going to go up here. There's too much resistance down here. So, and these indicators tell me that it's dipping back down. Now I might dip back down just to gain a little bit of liquidity. Yeah, sorry if I'm rambling on. Um, it's at $2 right now. The resume price, and it'll resume at 31.30 on Sendu. I'm gonna put her on mute a little bit. I'm gonna chew on a little breakfast. See what happened on Xpon? Bam, all the way down. See here, the purple, big red bars. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad they're helpful. Just trying to make a buck. No, I've had the channel since July of last year, actually. I've got a bunch of videos on the on my channel. You can go to there and see them. I've got them playlist per month. It's just that this year I was starting to lose too much money. The market just wasn't in my favor, and so I decided to take a little time off. In June and July, I didn't trade as much, and I did trade some in August. I did pretty good. Well, not pretty good, but I mean decent. I didn't lose too much, except for today. So resume price on DAIC is 192, and now it's a 10-minute hold. And you saw XPON how it crashed down. Look up and handle here. Oh, that's cool. Being green is good. Yeah, I don't see much action other than this DAIC if it's going to come back. It's already 8:34. So the West Coast people have had an opportunity to jump in and do their damage. Nothing's happening. Lucy's trying to go, finally. Here's a blue line. If it gets past 115, maybe, but it's going to be very difficult. So the entry here would have been right about here, 106. And then you'd have to hold and work through all of that. Too difficult. Big resistance here at 110. So just because it's up here doesn't mean it's going to stay above. And it has a propensity to drop very quickly. And it's still very high amount of sellers. Well, there it goes. Finally. Let's see. Let's clear all the drawings. 154, heavy at 139. $40 on the AIC. They may have room to 129, but 140 here, it's a lot of resistance. I just don't trust it. $10. There it goes. Say another halt down. And that's why you got out at 227. It was the perfect move. You couldn't have timed it more perfect than 227. Now it's built another gap here, 189 to 216. So another 26 cents. Who knows? But these indicators don't lie. These little purple ones. So a lot of holds on that one. And it's down to $1.63. Here's Lucy. Yeah, red. Just because these are high here and they're cyan does not mean it's going to work. That's not enough. This is closing. This volume bar is reduced. And this is starting to flail. Yeah, I'm just not going to trust Lucy. I lost money on it and I made money back. So. I don't see nothing else. Everything is red. Yeah, on Zendu, you can see that the higher price stocks above $10 are the ones making the rounds now. MSTU, AAOX, MSTX, COHX, BEASSTAAOI. So small caps are having issues. Okay. Gonna give this one more look. It's supposed to, we got about a minute 41, 47, minute 47, down to 165, so down about 4%. Part of the problem with this one is the halts. Very short halts. Well, I guess it's not a problem for the people that get saved who can get out, but I mean, even if you were at 227 and it falls to 172, you can't sell. You got to wait. And then at 172, if it picks up below that and you don't have a stop set, you're still going to lose more money. So I don't know how halts really help. I guess they shocked the stock buyer into realizing that they made a mistake. Could have used the halt in pre-market for that one trade I took. I held it way too long. Yeah, too many halts for a small size cap. So if you like the live, make sure you hit the like button. I think I've seen you before, so you're probably subscribed already. But if not, hit subscribe. It's absolutely free. Here we go. Indicators here are yellow. Wouldn't touch them in yellow. You got to wait for the orange. And then it's got to be moving up. And you should get these indicators with that workspace. You should have them all. There you go. See? It's probably another halt. Not yet. Okay. There it goes into another halt up. This is going to be an all day play. And it's going to slowly climb and or slowly fall and fall. The only thing keeping this stock up is the low float. Because it has absolutely no news, nothing else. Yep, scary. It's up 315% on the day. But it's not too bad for me. 143 down, divided by, I think we got 5 days left. to trade? About $30 a day. Look at Lucy go. Or no go. It's just going to hang around there. 124, 125. But the market was still good for small caps today. I mean, I wouldn't have recovered uh, that much if the market wasn't doing well. I got to think about not trading pre-market. Maybe just not very early. I think that trade I took it around 4:30 Pacific Coast time. It'll be what, 7:30? Right as the news hit. Damn. All right. DAIC is showing a $1.85 resumption at 47.38. So we got a little bit more than a minute. So now the gap is 216. So let's set that back to a what is regular white line, and draw another one here. So we need to hit right above $2 and then to 216 if it's going to close that gap. We have to wait and see. This looks bearish. 40 seconds left. Twenty seconds. So about 15 for me. A little bit of money. Too scared to stay in that halt. uh, Take a walk down the hall. Be right back. The workspace is what you see on screen. One window that holds the main chart, the tiny charts in the middle, the active trader window, time and sales, and the level 2 on the right. On the left, it has 4 windows, 2 watch lists, and 2 quotes. The quotes are stacked. If you notice there, you can see this exact same symbols, but the ones at the bottom show the short percentage, the volume, and the company location. You can barely see it there, but like you can see DAIC, Las Vegas, it's Las Vegas, or if you can see Singa, it's Singapore. I just don't have more room. In addition to that, I think the workspace will give you all the other windows that I have open, which is another watch list, another quotes, and I use 3 different screens for that. So they show up on different screens. And because I'm an older gentleman, my eyes are pretty bad and I hate using glasses. So the monitors that I use 2 43-inch monitors or LCD TVs. One to the left of me, one in the center, and a 27-inch to the right. They're all 4K. And I just increased the text so it'll be quite large. I also increased the text with thin Thinkorswim. So that's what you'll see when and if you import it. And it's got by name, so you can, you know, keep what you want, delete what you don't, or just save it. All right, less than a minute to go on the AIC. Thank you for coming. Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe. Like everybody. If you don't, you don't. If you don't like it, I'm happy. If you like it, I'm happy. Easy peasy. Not with BACD negative here, but what I've noticed is that you have to look at the ends here, and that's why I have so many indicators. So here it's starting to curl up, and the volume's picking up, and so is this huge pickup. And I also use this indicator here. It's orange right now, and then I use the quantity here. See, huge sellers 1569, but it closed the gap. Yeah, I didn't jump in fast enough. Now it's looking like we got more sellers. There we go. More buyers again. But this is iffy, 100,000 buyers, so it's going to halt again. Oh, it didn't. Fake out. Big red candle. I just don't know if to trust it here. I'd like to see another candle. What the heck, ski? Come on. Drive it up, drive it up. Cool. Got off the top there. This is dangerous, folks. It's like walking on a tight wire. Uh, looks like it's headed into another one. See if it fills me. One share. It filled me on one share. That's hilarious. This is a low float, and that's why it's moving. There's no news, no nothing. So what I looked for there was, now we got a positive MACD, slightly crossover. We got volume. This is moving. The orange lines are moving up here. Hopefully we should see cyan lines up here heading up. Good volume. The 133 tick chart, which is the equivalent of a 10-second one, is showing up. There's a red candle there, but it's still bullish. And there's my red line at 350, 360 something. It's got room all the way to about 376 if it can push it. If they, you know, if they can remove the halts. Up here in this one here, that's the VWAP. And this is I forgot what this indicator is. Where is it? This is DTS moving now, I think. From there's a guy on. He's got a new scanner. I forgot what his name is. Anyway, what I've noticed is that when the VWAP up here and this line converge and start to meet, that it's going to crash down. It's had its fill. But other than that, it's been moving up, up, sideways, up. And the question now is, does it have more volume to go up higher? And there's nothing else. Lucy has sold down. Look at all the Lucy losses there. Okay. Lucy's bearish. It's not going to come back from that, or it might, but I doubt it. X1's too expensive. TJGC. I don't know about this one either. No news. A lot of seller volume here. Nope. I think I'm going to stick with this one. I'm trading. Usually I don't trade this late. Usually I'm gone. But I'm getting back, and I like these EMAs, the 13 and the 21 here. Look at that, went up, pinned down, came back up again, and now they look like they're moving up. However, one thing I've noticed is this white line here dotted is the top of the VWAP. So here's VWAP. This is the top. And once it hits here or here, it's going to be tough. So we'll have to wait and see. 268 is the recall. Oh, man, did I miss it? Is the resume price. So on one share, I could potentially make 21 cents or 31, 30 cents. Imagine 700 bucks, 700 shares, which is what I punched. I would have, man, a minute to go. That would have cleared up my day. All right. 45 seconds. $30. 265 still the resume price. I'll have to sell my one share. Crawling back to 60. 5 seconds. Looks like a 10-minute race. Yep. Looks like a 10-minute halt. You were asking about the MACD in the workspace. There's a indicator in there. If the MACD is negative, it'll turn the background this maroon color. So here the MACD is negative and it's maroon, and that way I don't have to look down here. I just, if it's maroon, then I know it's negative. It helps sometime. Here it's not red, so not necessarily that the MACD is positive, but it is. And then, so then the next thing is to look at it for confirmation. So you gotta check 1, 2, 3, 4. Look up here, 5. See here, the MACD yellow and the cyan line have merged, which tells me this stock BTCT has had its fill, it's done. And over here, the sellers are outweighing the buyers. So more than likely this one's done. Oh, I can't believe I lost that much on this one. Damn, that was gambling. If I hadn't lost this, I would be green on the day. Ah, jeez. Let's look at Lucy. It just crossed over. So that tells me that Lucy is probably on its way down. Not going to pick up. What else we have? X-Pawn. Same thing. Crossed over. There's a reversal here on the 5-minute. Reversal on the 1-minute. So I'm thinking this is done. And the background is red. MACD negative. Loosey goosey. Max negative. Yeah, we'll check that one. Other than that, nothing much else. Just this one. Okay, let's evaluate this one. It's got a little bit of room before it hits up there. This I don't like. 5 bars in a row, though they are coming back down and these are going up. This is remaining high. And I have a larger chart of this one where I can see the trends going back a few days, so I can more or less tell whether or not people are buying in, because this is a quicker chart. Here, it looks positive, green. MACD looks okay. This is starting to go, but it hasn't turned blue. We got good volume, 100% buyers, 693,000 shares. That's really good. Over 1 million on the last bar. But the price keeps coming down. It's now back down to 250. And these over here, they don't really do much. These are people just posting, trying to navigate and trying to fix it. Somebody's selling 1 share at 350 just to put the 350 up there as an average. 42 seconds left. And we shall see what it does. Twenty seconds, 253. I'm going to use a buy market if it starts to move up because it's quicker. But normally I would just buy bid up to 259 and then crashing down and halted down. And a lot of sellers. All right, have a good one. All right, let me see. I can't sell my share. My 1 share. No problem. Take care. Have a green day. Reversal on the 5 minute. Started to move up from 226 to 240. Cyan, volume, positive MACD. It's wide open. The zero lag MACD is also open. And this is really good. We got some divergence here. The question is how far it's going to go up. And these three magenta lines here tell me there's a huge buildup of resistance up here. So for that reason, I'm going to ignore it. Go back to this one. There may be an opportunity here to buy in at 243. Resume price is 245 at 1102. So, oh, that's 3020, 3 minutes away. This stock's already up 470%, and it's traded 30 million shares. If the volume were to double, this thing would definitely go to 350, but it's a Monday and the market is not showing us that. What are we doing, SPY? SPY has recovered $1. BTC is remaining below 80 at 79.5. NQ and ES are looking a little bit greenish. XRP remaining at $1.51. And oil, crude, and still at the same price. All right, so I got back down to 108, and now I've gotten back down to 122. And that puts me green for the month still. I was 201 green coming into this morning, so this is not bad. I'm about 80 bucks green for the month. So since I'm trading late, I probably won't do a recap and won't show the trades from pre-market. We'll see if I got time tomorrow. Very busy. Okay. DAIC is now falling back. Resume price is 242. 53 seconds left. So if I got in at 237, if it had given me the 700 shares, I would have made nice. I gotten that 259 out. Damn. Still 243. 36, 35 seconds left. I might jump in here. With a low float, it's kind of difficult. Oh, shoot. Nope. Scale back. Negative $2.13. People are selling. Or they're pulling back their orders. So get out, get out, get out, get out. With my one share and my 6 cents profit. 3 seconds. It looks like it's going to be another 5 minutes. Damn. What's going on? I think they like to punish people. We just do it. Oh, let's met with the retail folks buying small caps. I wonder what the small caps index is like. Probably won't see it till the end of the day. Okay. Oh, the Russell 1, 2, and 3,000 are all above 50% on the 5-day moving average. On the 20-day, they're at 49%. So they're green. That's why we're having momentum. And only a few industrials, IT, energy, and utilities are below 30%. S&P 100, 500 are above 50%. The Dow Jones is at 63. NASDAQ is the one flailing at 50 and 45. So the market's in good shape. If that keeps up, tomorrow should be a good day to trade as well. Of course, there might not be enough news. Look at Lucy go again. Just when I said it had enough. I don't know that it's got the oomph. It's got the volume. But I made money on it. I don't need this one. BTCT would be nice if it moved up. But look at that. Crashed. It's not going to move up beyond those 3 lines. Lucy's opening up. Nah, big sellers. 55, 60,000. All right, back to this one. So resumption price is $2.15 now. There goes my 6 cent profit. We got about less than 2 minutes. $2.15 on the AIC. Less than a minute to resumption. Hopefully it resumes. Looks like it crashing. Ten seconds, 213. Look at that. Crashola. God damn, again? I was too chicken to get in. Okay, it looks like it wants to go up, so I'm gonna have to hang around. All right, folks, so we're watching DAIC here, just halts up and down, up and down. We might have a little bit more room, but I doubt it. Have to wait and see. The indicators right now are down. They're telling me it's going down. So we'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, this one's moving up. Let it get up here and see what happens up to 43. If it doesn't hold, yeah, pre-web's starting to churn down. Well, some volume going in. Oh, it just saw a huge seller at 44.82. There he goes again. Too big of a spread, 48, 43, 5 cents, 6 cent spread. Well, I guess it's not that bad. The buy would have been down here at 41. Well, it's too high up there. I don't understand how this one doesn't halt, yet the AIC, they kept halting it down. Jump chip, jump chip. Look at that, trying to pick itself back up. Huge sellers over here, 44,677, and they ain't moving. They're not, well, they're getting eaten up slowly, but they're right here. Looks like a single NASDAQ seller. Now they're up higher. Jeez. Looks like they got up. Oh, too rich for me. Let's go back here. See if there's hope in this one still. Another halt? Yeah, I don't like the numbers. Jeez. Okay, folks, I think I'm gonna call the live here. I'm gonna continue watching the AIC, and if there's an update, if I recover, I'll post my update. Other than that, thanks to you that pulled in. Thank you for watching. If you watch this delayed, like and subscribe, and we'll see what we can do tomorrow.